So you're in the bunker and you're finding you're getting inconsistent trajectories. More than likely you're finding some are coming out low and running across the green rather than you getting that nice high flight that stops nice and quickly. So the reason for that, or the thing that's important, is, like we say, is to use the bounce of the club. If you stand and drive your hands forward, the hand position is making the leading edge move more, and if the hands go forward and the leading edge is leaning forward, you're going to dig deep. Now if I come into the ball that way, you can see the sand is tipping over the back of the ball. If it tips over the back of the ball's got no choice but to land and release. That's why on tour they talk about a chunk and run. It's where they've hit the sand before the ball, so the sand goes over the back of the ball and it's going to release out. So if I set up here and make a swing, you can see it's that kind of thing. Oh, done it too much there. So that's showing the inconsistency straight away. I'll try and hit another one, a bad one, but a bit better than that. There we go. And that ball's landing and it's just rolling, 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 and it's very difficult. It's very similar to the first shot I hit, but completely different results. So what we need to do is we need to make sure we've got the sole of the club in the right place coming into delivery. So I'm going to draw a line behind the ball. That's our ball to target line. This is a right angle to go with that. It's really important to make sure the ball's just inside your left heel and your left toe, left knee are turned out. Now, when I open the club into this position, I need to make sure I'm using this bounce. If I keep the sole of the club in position, as I strike the sand, I can punch the sand, and the ball's going to elevate up. So one thing that's important is when I go back, when I turn back to here, you can see the toes pointing behind me rather than turning back, and you can see the toe pointing over my shoulder. If I was holding the club in a normal position with the toe up, when I swing back, you can see the toes pointing over my shoulder, but we don't want that. That's going to mean the shaft's going to lean forward and the club's going to dig in. So we're going to open the club in our hands, but as we swing back, we need to make sure to keep that position, the toe of the club's pointing behind me. So I've got that bounce position, club face position, and as I turn down now, you can see I have to move my body pretty strong to get the club face aiming at the target, and all the way through that, the bounce is going to work. So I'm going to set up, you can see the club face open, I'm going to turn back, keep the loft down, and you can see how I'm punching the sand and the elevations on the club, on the ball, and how it lands softly. That's going to be very consistent, shot after shot. Practice the 4 drills. You'll see from the drills that it's going to help you understand how to work the sand, how to get the club in the right position, and how to regulate the length of these shots that you're hitting.